is not uncommon to find remains of deceased animals on a walk in the woods.
Obviously, one theory about this thing is that it is not of this world.
Deep within our forests, strange and unsettling things lurk among the trees. From bizarre creatures to mysterious remnants, the woods hold creepy secrets that may very well shock you to your core. Some shocking stories never make it to the headlines, and here is the prime example of that. In a remote cave, a journalist ventured into the unknown, drawn by rumors of an extraordinary being. This creature had a human-like face and body, but its skin was sheathed in an unusual material. She hesitated but began the interview, her camera rolling. As she asked her first question, the being suddenly lifted its gaze. Its eyes opened big and haunting. Without warning, a thick, dark liquid began seeping from its mouth. The girl gasped and terror came up on her face. Then, the screen went black. No one knows what followed, whether she escaped or fell victim to whatever that being was. Eerie Watcher. A man was walking along a deserted road in the night, the silence only broken by the faint sounds of his footsteps. Suddenly, the sharp crack of a branch snapping echoed from the woods nearby. His heart raced as the realization hit. He wasn't alone. As he neared a streetlight, he looked to the side and froze in fear. A figure stood just beyond the glow, staring at him with unblinking eyes. Its humanoid form twisted unnaturally, and it moved in ways that no person should. It was a Skinwalker. The creature dropped to the ground and began crawling toward him with terrifying speed. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him. River Shadow. An adventurer with his team set out to explore a river in October 2023, hoping to capture nature's beauty on camera. He spotted a humanoid figure sitting quietly at the water's edge. It was unnaturally pale, and its face was shrouded in an unsettling haze, making it impossible to recognize. The adventurer signaled to his team to approach cautiously, but just as they began to move closer, the figure suddenly slipped beneath the water's surface and vanished. When the footage was shared online, something far stranger from beauty was captured. Viewers said maybe it was a Skinwalker, or perhaps another unknown humanoid creature lurking in the depths. Lake's Grip. In August 2021, a fisherman set out for a catch by the lake, but something unseen latched onto his leg. At first, he thought it was a tangled net, until the pull became stronger. Struggling to keep his balance, he looked down. Shadowy figures, black as night, their eyes glowed like light rose from the depths. They tried to drag him into the water's depths. In a desperate move, he aimed a fireball towards them that forced the creatures to go back. Shaken but alive, he escaped. He wondered, were they shadows or beings from another world? To this day, the fisherman refuses to speak of the lake. Still Stalker. What was lurking in the woods that baffled this recorder? Let's see. In August 2023, a cameraman wandered through a dense forest, hunting for wildlife to capture. Something behind a tree caught his eye. Peering closer, he saw it, a humanoid figure. Its body draped in long, thick black hair. Its face was twisted, bizarrely deformed, with empty white eyes that stared blankly ahead. He hurried to capture the sight, but the tangle of tree branches obstructed his view. The creature didn't move, didn't blink, just stood there as though frozen in time. Was it waiting? He couldn't tell if it was from this world or some deformed entity beyond understanding. A man and his friend decided to explore an old, forgotten house in a quiet area in 2020. Suddenly, a pale, tall humanoid being with glowing eyes loomed above them on the roof. The figure hopped effortlessly to the other side of the roof. They ran from the area for a moment to catch their breath, but curiosity led them to sneak around to the back. Peeking through a window, they found the interior empty. They turned to leave, but when they looked up again, the being was back on the roof watching them. The video cut abruptly and left them wondering, was it a Skinwalker or something even more sinister? Forest entity.
Dia punya kekurangan.
In a chilling video from Indonesia, a group of late-night explorers wandered deep into the forest, their path illuminated only by flashlights. As they ventured further, they stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare. A messy girl in a white robe, sitting silently and holding a bag. The hikers zoomed in and the sight became more terrifying. The girl's skin was a pale yellow, her eyes unnaturally wide, and her mouth pitch black. Her face appeared horrible, making the scene even more disturbing. Whatever was inside the bag remained a mystery as the hikers quickly fled, too terrified to stay. Many believe the figure to be an extraterrestrial entity.
Dia punya kekurangan.
Pale Stalker.
दिक्कत हो जाएगी अपने चलने में क्या चीज है मामा की बात कर लेंगे गन फायरिंग करेंगे मामा
Two men, armed with fire sticks, were wandering through the woods when they encountered something they'd never forget. A pale, skinny being suddenly appeared before them, its legs bent in a strange, unnatural manner. It began moving toward them. Its presence was giving chills down their spines. One of the men, filled with fear, urged his companion to run, but the other stood frozen, determined to see what the creature truly was. The figure's eerie approach intensified the tension and left viewers to wonder about the clip's authenticity. Was it a genuine Skinwalker sighting or just an elaborate hoax? The mystery remains unsolved.
दिक्कत हो जाएगी अपने चलने में क्या चीज है मामा की बात कर लेंगे गन फायरिंग करेंगे मामा
Deformed Visitor. This clip is proof that some things step out of the ordinary and become unimaginable. A man strolling through a quiet, small town in March 2019. From the doorway of an old house, a strange entity emerged. Its body was humanoid, but its long, tangled hair couldn't hide the horrifying distortion of its face. One eye was unnervingly high, while the other drooped low. Its arms stretched abnormally, ending in thin, almost skeletal fingers that seemed too long for its frame. The man recorded it and quickly posted it online, where some called it a deformed human, while others speculated it was something far more alien. Fenced mystery. In 2022, a viral video captured the attention of the internet and showed a bizarre and unsettling figure lurking behind a fenced area. Its face was disturbingly deformed, and it emitted eerie sounds that resembled a cat's meow. The figure's strange appearance and behavior left viewers puzzled and unsettled. Despite numerous attempts by people to identify the creature, no one could come up with a certain answer. Some speculated it might be a creature from folklore, while others thought it could be a hoax or something unknown. Trapped Skinwalker. In 2024, two men relaxing in their den heard strange, unsettling noises coming from outside. Little did they know, they were about to face something beyond their imagination. Curious yet cautious, they decided to set a trap to capture whatever was lurking. After a tense wait, their suspicions were confirmed. A creature with a black, hairy, and skinny appearance slowly emerged, climbing the stairs. Its humanoid body moved unnaturally. Quickly, the men took action, dropped a net trap over the eerie figure, and locked it inside a space. Although they managed to contain the being, the question remained, had they truly captured a Skinwalker, or was this something even more sinister? Swamp Secret. Not everything that stirs beneath the water is meant to be seen. Look for yourself. One quiet night, a fisherman decided to cast his line in a swamp, unaware of the lurking danger in 2022. Suddenly, his fishing line was pulled deep into the waters. Curious, he tied a chicken to his line as bait, hoping to reveal whatever was hiding in the swamp's depths. Moments later, a massive, fur-covered creature emerged. Its face was distorted, with eyes that gleamed. The creature approached slowly, grabbed the chicken in one swift motion, and swallowed it. Before he could react, the creature slipped back into the water and vanished as if it had never existed. Alaska Encounter. A man ventured deep into the forest of Alaska in 2021 when he stumbled upon something unsettling. Strange, humanoid beings wandering through the trees. Their hair was wild and messy, and their bodies moved in an eerie, unnatural way. Shocked by this unreal view, he recorded the bizarre creatures that were posted online, where many theories arose. Experts believed these beings were from the elusive Mante tribe, rumored to live in the forests of Sulawesi. Others thought it might be an unknown community, or perhaps something even more mysterious. Nightcrawler. Was this some deformed animal, or perhaps a being from another world? Let's see in this clip. In December 2022, 3 men ventured into the woods at night, hoping to explore nature. What they encountered, however, was far from anything natural. As they walked deeper into the woods, a strange creature suddenly crawled in front of them. Its skinny, humanoid body and lion-like face sent chills through the group. They stepped back in fear as the creature began moving toward them, seemingly ready to attack. They were desperate to figure out what they were facing, but found no answers. What do you think they encountered on that eerie night? Pale mystery. What were officials hiding in the facility that made people question everything? In January 2023, leaked footage from a secret facility revealed, yes, a pale, hairless creature with a strange appearance. Its legs were fused into a long, smooth tail that seemed unnatural. The creature's elongated body had a bizarre, almost alien-like face, but eerily distorted. On its back was a strange attachment, as if something had been grafted onto it. No one knew where this being originated, or how it ended up in the facility. Some believed it was a failed experiment, while others whispered of creatures, not from our world, but scientists and officials stayed silent. Watchers by the water. In the stillness of the night, curiosity led to the unknown shown in this clip. It was February 2021, and a man stood at the edge of a serene lake. As he looked into the darkness, something felt strange. These 2 figures caught his attention, leaning against the bridge supports. One figure suddenly jumped into the lake, while the other remained behind. Was this a male and female creature? Perhaps an extraterrestrial couple, lingering near the lake? It seemed as if they wanted to be noticed. The man struggled to see their faces. The dim light and poor camera quality were obscuring details. So, what do you think? Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Chase in Village. In a remote village in Africa, in 2017, a man was calmly recording his surroundings when something terrifying unfolded. He began running, the camera still capturing the scene. Moments later, an unknown pale figure with large, unsettling eyes and a humanoid body emerged, chasing after him. The creature moved with alarming speed, its appearance too bizarre to be human. The video abruptly stopped, and no one knew. What happened to the man? Could it have been a skinwalker, or was it simply an elaborate trick? What do you think? Tell us in the comments below. Ceiling terror. One quiet evening, a man began hearing strange noises coming from his ceiling, as if something was moving just above him. Curiosity quickly turned into fear as he braced himself for what he might find. He grabbed a stick and cautiously pushed against the ceiling to investigate. Suddenly, a pale face appeared for just a second, ghostly and inhuman. Startled and frightened, the man slammed the ceiling shut in terror, unsure of what he had just seen. Was it a skinwalker, the rake, or something entirely otherworldly? What do you think about it? The tree creature. What started as an ordinary evening quickly turned into a night of terror for a man who uploaded this video on May 24th, 2024. He looked out from his upstairs balcony and noticed something sitting at the top of a large, leafless tree in his backyard, something otherworldly. By zooming in, he captured a dark, grayish figure perched at the tree's peak. Its goblin-like face and humanoid body became clearer, yet it sat eerily still, as if trying not to be noticed. I think it was something to wonder about, as if it could be a creature from folklore or something more disturbing and mysterious. You never know. Abandoned building. This is why you should never visit abandoned places at night. Unknown being.
Buddy, how you doing?
While exploring the outskirts of Browning, Montana, a man and his army buddy stumbled upon something that would haunt their memories forever. At first, they spotted what appeared to be a humanoid figure standing calmly beside a tree, dressed in ordinary human clothing. But as they got closer, the creature suddenly bent unnaturally, its movements becoming jerky and unnatural as it crawled across the rough ground. They were full of fear as they realized it was trying to approach them. Without a second thought, they jumped into their car and sped away.
Buddy, how you doing?
Dashcam dilemma. Moments like these on the road can lead to more than just miles traveled. A man was driving down a highway when his dash cam captured an extraordinary sight in 2020. As he cruised along, he noticed a figure by the roadside, moving bizarrely and unnaturally. Its legs were crossed oddly, making its movements appear disjointed and unsettling. The creature's shape was unmistakably that of a Skinwalker, a figure from local folklore known for its shape-shifting abilities. As the man drove closer, the creature turned toward him. Despite the instinct to stop and investigate, he did not stop the car. Was it a genuine Skinwalker or merely a human playing a cruel prank? Unknown lurker. A camper lost in the woods while trying to find his way home froze in terror as a bizarre creature emerged from behind a large rock crawling on the ground. It had a humanoid body with a disturbingly goat-like face. In shock, the camper hurriedly retreated, unsure of what he had just seen. Experts later speculated that it could be the infamous Goatman, a cryptid linked to frightening legends from Louisiana, Maryland, and Texas. Described as a 7-foot-tall hybrid, part man and part goat, the Goatman is said to attack indiscriminately wherever it goes. Some believe it's the result of a failed experiment, while others think it's an ancient evil driven by vengeance, ready to strike fear into anyone who crosses its path. Midnight Path. Some things linger in the dark, waiting to be seen. It was a quiet night when a man felt that someone or something was watching him. Suddenly, his worst fear came to light. A large, gray creature appeared ahead, its body twisted in unnatural ways. For a moment, he could only stare at it, unable to comprehend what he was seeing. Reality hit him hard as the creature's eerie presence loomed. Without another thought, he turned and ran as fast as he could, leaving the creature and that terrifying memory behind.
Quite some time, he sees a gray creature on all fours.
Pale Crawler. This grainy footage surfaced in 2022 and captured a disturbing sight deep in the forest. A pale, humanoid creature crawling through the underbrush. Its body, though roughly resembling a human, was unnervingly skinny and misshapen, its skin far too pale. The creature's alien-like appearance left viewers on edge, imagining the terror of seeing such a being while alone in the woods at night. The unsettling clip sparked heated debates online. Some believed it to be a Skinwalker, others thought it might be the infamous Crypted known as the Rake, while a few suggested it could be extraterrestrial in origin. Woodland Sighting. A group of friends set off for a weekend camping trip last year. As they explored their surroundings, laughter and chatter filled the air. Suddenly, they caught sight of something unusual, a small gray creature moving through the trees. Its back was turned to the camera, and although its face was hidden, the creature wore human clothing that looked oddly out of place. And wait, did he have a doll in its hands? The friends stood in stunned silence as they watched this strange being wander, seemingly unaware of its surroundings. It moved with an eerie calmness, and they couldn't believe their eyes. This was no ordinary encounter. They called it an extraterrestrial sighting. Lurking presence.
Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy?
In this unsettling clip, a camera captured what appeared to be a Skinwalker lurking among the trees. The strange figure moved eerily and left the man filming in shock and confusion. As the figure walks in an unnatural, creepy way, the man questions, "What the freak was that?" His disbelief grew as he realized it might be a Skinwalker. He was unsure whether to follow or flee. The chilling sight raised the question, was it really a Skinwalker or some unknown animal moving in the shadows?
Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy?
Forest Crypted. A A terrifying creature was caught on camera deep within the forest, sparking a wave of speculation in 2022. Its glowing eyes pierced the darkness, and atop its head were two horns that added to its eerie presence. The figure, unlike anything seen before, appeared to be otherworldly, and it left viewers questioning its origins. Could it have been the elusive chupacabra, a mythical cryptid often whispered about? Or was this something even more mysterious, perhaps a dragon-like being or an alien creature that had somehow found its way to Earth? The unsettling footage left everyone guessing, with no clear answers. Forest mystery. What was hidden in the shadows and was revealed as something extraordinary? Answer is in this video, a video surfaced on YouTube a few weeks ago that captivated viewers with an unsettling sight. The footage showed a small, pale entity peering cautiously from behind a tree. Its big black eyes darted around, searching as if it were unsure of its surroundings. The figure had a striking resemblance to the classic Greys, the extraterrestrial beings often seen in tales of UFO encounters. Experts believed that this might be an alien left behind by its companions during an unexplained event. Some suggested it could even have a hidden purpose, perhaps observing humanity from the shadows. Crawling shadow. Some encounters leave more questions than answers, like this one coming up. In June, a chilling video emerged from East Texas, capturing a scene that would haunt viewers for days. A man wandering through the fields recorded an unknown figure with a sleek black body crawling across the ground. At first, it moved slowly, almost as if it were blending into the shadows of the tall grass. The man seemed unaware of the creature's presence as he continued filming. The footage cut abruptly and left the audience in suspense. What happened to the man? Where did the creature go? It could be a mysterious creature, a lost animal, or something more otherworldly. What do you think? Yard creature. In 2024, a girl was strolling on her balcony in the United States when she noticed something strange moving in her front yard. Curious and unsettled, she grabbed a camera and a torch to investigate. As she illuminated the yard, a smoky white humanoid figure came into view with no prominent facial features and was hopping forward in a bizarre, unnatural manner. Full of fear, she dropped the camera and ran inside. Maybe it was a human in a white suit, or maybe an alien species that lacked facial features. The brief encounter left her shaken with more questions than answers. Sudden disappearance. A man, while walking through the woods, noticed something strange behind a tree in 2023. A skinny figure came from behind the tree. It looked like it had some support sticks and hands on which it was walking. As it moved forward, the video ended all of a sudden. I think this was something out of Earth, or maybe a Skinwalker or an extraterrestrial. Nothing can be said with surety as the video is unclear due to camera quality and darkness. Glimpse in the dark. Sometimes a second is all it takes to change what we believe. An explorer was wandering through the dense woods of Arizona late at night in 2023. The only light was coming from a torch. As he moved deeper into the forest, something pale caught his eye. He quickly turned his camera towards it, but before he could get a proper look, the figure looked back for just a split second. The face wasn't clear in the recording, but its shape suggested it wasn't human. He made some theories that it could be an alien or some other extraterrestrial being that we don't know about, but many people over social media were reluctant to accept this. Rake sighting. In May 2006, a chilling video surfaced online that showed a man witnessing something strange in his yard. What began as a quiet night quickly spiraled into terror. A pale, skinny entity was sitting motionless near the trees. When it turned to face him, its eyes glowed like bright lights that froze him in fear. This disturbing footage quickly gained attention. Experts reviewing the video identified the creature as the Rake, a cryptid known for its eerie humanoid appearance and unsettling behavior. This encounter made people believe that this legendary figure was more than just a myth.
Open discussion.
This video was posted on YouTube in 2021 and goes on to show what can only be called an alien lying on a stretcher, and more shocking is the background story to this incredible sight. While on regular patrol, a bunch of soldiers were stunned to see an alien wandering casually in the woods. It had big black eyes with an unknown patterned head. It was caught by the soldiers and they tied its hand and put it on a cloth on the ground. They took it to a secret military base, and what happened next is still unknown. What did they do to this alien? What do you think about it? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments, and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.